It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Cincinnati. It's the Chargers and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Herbert now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Ooh. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 27, Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Runs over him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Burrow looking to pass. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After reviewing play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So Mike Tomlin correct in his assessment to throw the flag there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And it's out. He put it on the carpet and picked up by the Chargers.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well, because so many things coming at you, you got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Charger football to start quarter number 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
It's first and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
They'll try again, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Herbert. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. Room to run past midfield. They find some open field here. And down to the 16-yard line. A big play there for L.A. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. Now a handoff looking right. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Dancing away at the 35. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Now Burrow on 1st down. Open man is Chase, complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To the air again, Burrow. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Chargers. And they didn't get a whole lot done in the rushing department in those first 2 quarters. They probably feel pretty lucky to be tied here at halftime. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did. And that should set them up well for the second half to come. Both these teams going through their final adjustments before the second half. Which one will lift the Lamar Hunt trophy? To find out, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs. But when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Big 13! Big 13! Just like that.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to the defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Can't block for Joe no more.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Back to throw here, Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And to give this time to the tailback. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Herbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here, losing 4th quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
Past the 20, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he goes backwards here. Losing yardage back to the 16. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. 66 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the Bengals grab it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And the numbers show the improvement, and this is kind of what we thought we would expect to see from him. I know we overanalyze these things sometimes, but what switch? What's flip that switch?
Sometimes I think when you're as great as he is, you just kind of roll out each game and expect good things to happen. And that's not always the case. Those guys on the other side of the ball, they're in the NFL too for a reason. So maybe at halftime he gets a chance to regroup, kind of get it back together, get a little extra resolve, and now he's putting it into practice.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Here's Burrow. Well, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
McPherson's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Herbert and the Chargers down 24-20, a minute 53 remaining. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Now left side on the swing pass. A nice little juke. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry. Now a throw here to his running back. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Throwing, Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
2nd and 6 from the 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
The Bengals, yes, the Bengals are going to the Super Bowl. As we say thank you for watching and good night.
You giving the ball to somebody? Damn, John. That's expensive.